Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Let's begin. Now, I want to have normal and hardcore playthroughs on my channel, so I'm gonna start with normal. And eventually I'll do the hardcore one as well.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
So this dialogue here will raise one of our skills. Agility, vitality, and strength are very easy to level up in game compared to speech. So speech would be the best choice to pick up here. However, if you want to roleplay and have fun, you can choose whatever you want. It's not the end of the world for me if I don't take this speech skill here. It's gonna be fine. So I like to think that Henry spent his time with his beloved and that she helped him raise his vitality.
I was with Bianca. We were, talking?
Talking, were you? That's what you call it, is it?
Stop it, Ma.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Now, if you took the speech skill the first time, and you take it again now, you're gonna have speech level 3, which is exactly what you need to persuade one NPC in this prologue area. However, I like to fail his speech check, so I am okay with not taking speech.
I was with Bianca. Do you want a blow-by-blow account of everything we did? What's this, an interrogation?
All right. Sorry, son. It's just that I worry about you.
Thanks, Ma, but I'm not 4 years old.
I know, Hal. You've grown up in front of my eyes. It's hard to get used to it.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
This dialogue here, my friends aren't drunks, will unlock a dialogue with Dad. So I'm gonna take this one.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Talmberg.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief-making so much.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Okay, so there's some food on the table. I usually don't take this food, but I want to show you something. So, food has a condition, durability, freshness, which means that food in your inventory spoils over time. So when you eat food, you get nourishment. Now, you can also eat from the pot. The pot gives you 25 nourishment. Let me get some more food because I want to show you something. Also, the pot has a cooldown, so you have to wait a bit before you can eat again. My nourishment is 78 now. And if I were to eat again... Okay, my nourishment now is 103. And with that, I got a debuff called overeating. You have gorged too much food and you feel sick. Your maximum stamina is lowered. So in general, you don't want to overeat, because you get a debuff. The main quest tells me to go and talk to the father. I'm not gonna do that, because doing that saves the game. And I wanna save that save for later. Because saving the game requires a Savior Schnapp, which is a potion that you drink. And at the start, you don't have too many of them. Now, on this route, there's a guard that patrols and the mom. So what I like to do is take this guy out, knock him out in the stealth. This gives you stealth experience. And also wanna loot him. He's not dead, he's gonna wake up eventually and continue his daily stuff. The reason why I did that is to steal his money, Corrosion, and to steal his stuff. So stolen items have this stolen tag, this red icon. And the game also tells you where they have been stolen. Now here it says Sasau. If you take a look at the map, this is Skalitz. So this is wrong, but that's fine. Now, money never has a stolen tag. You can steal as much as you want. And when guards search you for stolen items, they're only gonna take away the items that have stolen tag. So money, you can steal it as much as you want. And guards will never take away your money. Now here, I like to hear their dialogues for the immersion.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
These are strange times.
Henry's come to see us.
Strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzig, I think you know the answer.
True, but where will Sir Radzig take the silver? Hardly to Kunesh. Now its citizens bend their knees to Sigismund.
Fortunately, that's not my problem. Perhaps Sir Radzig is keeping it at the castle until this old unhappy story reaches its end.
I only hope Sigismund doesn't get an appetite for our silver too.
That makes two of us. But back to business. I'll need 3 wagon loads.
I see your people are working hard. You'll have it tomorrow. Shall we go and drink to the deal?
With pleasure, good man.
Okay. Now, this guy here, you can also train your stealth on him. Because nobody cares about him. Guards don't patrol here. And I'm glad he caught me.
What the hell?
Because knocking an NPC down depends on their awareness of you. And it also depends on your strength. If you are strong, you can always overpower your enemies and take them down, knock them down. So I'm glad he noticed me. Because I also wanted to show you that even when he notices you, he won't go away to call the guards. He's just gonna continue his daily routine. And you can just use him to level up your stealth. So yeah, he's reacting to your stealth.
Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty.
And sometimes even when he notices you, you can still knock him out, like this. So you can use him all you want to level up your stealth. The reason why I say that is because the way the skills work in this game is that you level them up the more you do them. For example, herbalism. To level up herbalism, all you have to do is pick up plants, which is what I'm gonna do now. And with that, you're gonna unlock perks, which are going to make you even better. But even if you don't take perks, just leveling up the skill in general makes you better. So for example, herbalism skill allows you to collect more herbs within a single action. This means that you are able to gather plants more quickly and easily. So what that means, let me show you. At the start, when you pick up plants, you're gonna pick a single plant with this animation. So one animation, one plant. With higher herbalism level, Henry will be able to pick up multiple plants with a single animation around him. And if there are multiple types of plants around you, let's say nettles and dandelions, and you choose nettle, he's gonna pick up all the nettles around you. He will not take dandelions. Which is good if you only want a specific type of plant. So now, what I like to do is get herbalism to level 5, because on level 5, 10, 15 and 20, you unlock perk points, which you'll be able to use on these perks here to unlock them. And I want to get flower power, so this is why I want level 5. I also want to collect 100 nettles, and you'll see why. So I'm just gonna pick up nettles now, and I'll see you when I get close to 100. Okay, now check this out. I have 95 nettle. In my buffs, I don't have anything. Now I have 100 nettle. And with that, I gained a new buff called Resistance. You get a +2 permanent vitality bonus. And that's why I like to collect nettles here at the start of the game. My herbalism now is 4. Now I just need one more level, and then I can move on. Okay. So I got herbalism to level 5. With that I got a perk. And I'm gonna take flower power. If you got enough fragrant herbs in your inventory, you will get +2 charisma bonus. So to get this buff, you need 30 flower-like herbs in your inventory. And you have to carry them with you all the time. Now, I could go and level up herbalism way more in Skalitz. Sometimes I like to go on a herbalism spree and level it up to like level 14 here in this starting area. This time, I don't feel like it. There's no need. So I'm just gonna move on to show you the next thing. Here we have a trader. And this lady...
Good day to you. What do you need?
She wants to buy stolen stuff from you. And this is why I stole some stuff. So let's sell it. Not all traders will want to buy stolen stuff, by the way. So I'm not gonna sell the straw hat because I want to show you something later. So now from the sell tab, I'm gonna go to basket tab. So this is what I'm gonna sell. If you want to buy something, let's say I want to buy apple. 1. So you're gonna have buying and selling. Up here, you have all the information. How much groschen do they have? How much money you're getting? All that stuff. Your reputation with the trader. I'm gonna remove the apple. And here you have the haggle option. So let's haggle.
This stinks to high heaven of stolen goods. I'll buy it, but I won't pay much. Let's agree on the price then.
Then you get the haggle tutorial, which I'm gonna skip. So, 15.5 here, this line. This is how much money the trader wants to give me right away. If I go above this line, I'm gonna get less money, but I'm gonna get more reputation with this trader. The trader will like me more. Now, I can also haggle and go all the way down to 21. So I can request 21 groschen from the trader. Below 21, you can see the trader icon and that the icon is smiling now, which means that the trader is happy. With the haggling, the trader may lose patience with you and will just cancel the trade. So you don't want to overdo it yet. So I'm gonna go for something reasonable, like let's say 17.
Since it's you.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
Let's go 16 point. Nah, you know what? Let's just do 16.
That's a sum I can live with.
Then let's do it again.
Goodbye.
But this time I'm gonna sell legit stuff, not stolen. All the plants that I collected.
Let's talk about the...
Why not?
Let's request 23.
What do you say to this?
That's better.
22.
All right. And now?
We're getting there. Just...
Fine.
That's a sum I can live with.
Okay. By the way, she sells save potions. So you can go on a looting spree, take out NPCs, steal their stuff, buy the save potions from her. You can, for example, knock this guy out to take his stuff. Take this guy out to take his stuff. However, the guard is harder to knock down compared to this guy. So there's a higher chance the guard will figure you out. So now what I'm gonna do is talk to this guy.
Hey, Pip! Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Hail to the hero. So you haven't changed your mind about learning the craft of warfaring?
There's also a guy here with a minigame, which I'm gonna play soon.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes?
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
I haven't mentioned it before, but I am using the HD Textures DLC that you can download on PC. I don't know about consoles, but for PC, you can get HD Textures, HD Sounds, and HD Voice Pack. And I'm using all of that. I'm not using any mods, except for those official DLCs.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
So I don't think I have to explain this.
Now you're getting it. Very good. Nice.
But you can see this star, which shows you from which side you're gonna attack.
Now you're getting it. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine. All right. Now you're getting it. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Now here, you can use this to your advantage. He wants you to do chain strikes, which means just spam your attack on him. However, if you do it with pauses, with breaks, you can do it for much longer and you can use him to train your strength a little bit. Strength, warfare, sword fighting. So I'm gonna do that a little bit. So I'm not gonna chain, I'm gonna wait in between attacks. Now his patience will eventually run out, and he will act as if he completed the training with you. So I just wanna get some skill out of this, and then I'm gonna continue normally. I already got a sword level. No, I just want one strength level. I got warfare. Okay, I got strength. And with that, let's do what he wants.
Not bad. Again, fine. Fine. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Now, you can do this longer, train more, but I'm not gonna do it now.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Henry,
This is
Dark at home. A torch will help. Your fields lie fallow. Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter. And you'll need a rake.
Sometimes NPCs sing, and I love hearing them sing.
cream sauce because it gives him gut trouble. He can't stand the smell of garlic, hates mustard, and bacon is too common for him.
Oh, I see. That's a nuisance.
Can you think of anything I can do with it?
Look, it's all about the season. Just roast it with a bit of lard, the same as usual. But add some
Vegetables,
rosemary and
fruits,
ginger.
apples,
Rosemary?
cucumbers,
The best
onions.
thing.
Come get 'em.
I heard it from a travelling merchant. He had it in Prague, and he said it was delicious.
All right, so I'll try it. And if he doesn't like it, I'll lock him in the hen coop so he'll have a proper appetite next time. That'll ruffle his feathers for him.
Maybe you should have done that a long time ago.
You're right there.
Okay. Now, let's go get that save. Because it's time. As you can see, this guy is awake now.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Persuasion. This is the Persuasion tutorial. So we're gonna have dialogues with all of these icons. The white face icon represents your speech skill. And I'll explain how you get that in a bit. The red heart with a crown is charisma, which depends on the items that you wear and their condition. And the swords are intimidation. The tutorial says that intimidation depends on your strength and items that you wear. On the bottom left, you can see your reputation with the person you're talking to. You can see your stats, speech, charisma, and intimidation. And NPC stats, at first, they are hidden, have 2 question marks. You do unlock them when you try to persuade them, or later you do get a perk to see which stat requirements they have right off the bat. And because I want to level up speech, I'm gonna choose the speech option.
Sorry, I had to go and deal with something.
Well, it's no great tragedy. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Okay, so the game's saved. And with that, I want to show you a hidden cutscene that you can get. So I'm just gonna punch this guy. and then surrender.
You've been making trouble and beating people up. We don't put up with that around here. Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
So if your stats are high enough, you can talk your way out of this. But I want to go to jail to get the cutscene.
That's too much. I don't have that much coin.
Well, it's a jail cell for you then.
Put me in jail then.
Get moving. I hope you rot there.
Maybe next time you'll think twice about breaking the law.
I'm over here! What the hell's going on? Let me out! For the love of God, let me out! Let me out!
Now, if you talk to Father, you're gonna have this dialogue. This dialogue gets unlocked when you tell your mom that your friends are not drunks.
What did you actually do in Kuttenberg?
Oh, all sorts. You had to be able to put your hand to anything if you wanted to make a living. But I was never far from iron.
I'd like to see Kuttenberg sometime.
I'll take you there one day, never fear. It's a beautiful city. But in the end, you'll learn the best places here by the Sasso. We've kind nobles, fertile land, and plenty of everything.
And do you know Sir Radzig well?
We've known each other long enough. About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today. Or do you want me to look a fool in front of Sir Radzig?
No, I don't. I'll be back soon.
Now, check this out. This dialogue now is grayed out. Grayed out dialogues do not give you speech experience. But the white ones that you haven't triggered, they do give you some speech experience. And persuading people with a speech skill gives you even more speech experience. Here in the house, there's this chest that has nails for Teresa. This is a quest item. Some bandages, marigold decoction, and savior schnapps. Withing 1 minute will add 30 health and dispel hangover effect. So, this is a heal potion and removes hangover when you get drunk. So now, let's talk to Kunesh.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
I love when this dialogue fails. I'm gonna fight him to get some fighting experience, but I don't want to defeat him. And you'll see why. I also want to take some damage from him. Now, down below, you can see that my stamina bar depletes when I attack, but it also depletes when they attack you. And if it's fully depleted, you take health damage. Sometimes you take health damage from hits on their own, but most of the time, enemies have to deplete your stamina in order for you to take damage. Okay, now I'm gonna run. And left of my health is the enemy health, down below.
To hell with you, you fucker!
Now, since I took damage, I'm gonna get such an amazing dialogue from Henry.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Okay, now, how about we play some game of Farkle? Before I do that, I want to go to Kunesh's house. Take a look at his chest.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
This will allow me to get some lockpicks. And now, let's play a game.
Good day.
Fancy throwing a few dice?
Look, I got speech. Amazing. I'm gonna go all in.
Good luck. I can't wait to see how you throw.
Now let's see the tutorial. So, this is a dice game called Farkle. So you get 6 dices in the game, and the minimum amount that you should roll in order to not lose a round is either 1, which gives you 100 points, or 5, which gives you 50 points. But instead of just picking a single dice, what you want to look out for are the combinations. So you want minimum like 3 of a kind, or 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. Or you want a combination that goes from 1 to 5, or 2 to 6, or from 1 to 6, which gives you a lot of points. And you have some examples here on the screen telling you how the scoring system works, depending on which dices you get. So let's see what I've got. So I got 1 and 5, and I don't have anything else. So what I can do now is hold this dice, hold 1, and then score and roll again. So 1 will be put aside, and then I can roll the remaining dices. And I got 1 and 1 again. So separately, each one is worth 100 points. If I was lucky and got 3 ones, they would get multiplied and give me 1000 points. I'm gonna remove another one and roll again.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Because maybe I'll get 3 of a kind. I won't. So I'm just gonna remove these 2 and then score and pass the round. Why do you want to pass from time to time? Because take a look at bottom left. Oh wow, he got from 2 to 6.
Beautiful and functional.
So look at bottom left or top left. You have total that says 4,000. That's how much you need to win the game. Below 4,000, you have 400. That's how many points I have that I can't lose if I lose a round. So I need 3,600 more in order to finish the game, to beat this guy. Then below 400, you have round with the 0. That's how many points you have gathered in a single round. And you can lose those points if you get too greedy. And selected is how many points you have when you select dices. So check this out. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's taking so long? It's not chess.
And then I can choose whether to score and roll again, but to roll only this dice and hope that it lands on 1 or 5. Or I'm just gonna score and pass and not be greedy and keep my 500 points. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna pass.
This'll be the one. I don't believe it.
He was greedy and unlucky, so he busted and lost the round.
Get the best right here.
5, 6, 6, 6. I'll take that and pass. Oh, he's greedy. He's rolling 1 dice.
I shouldn't have.
And he busted.
Everything for work and home. Linen fabric.
I can only take 5 and then roll again.
Thread, long and strong to sew up anything you need. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
1, 2, 4, 5, 5. I'll take 1, because 1 is worth 100. 5 is worth 50. I'll put 100 on the side and roll again.
Mixed goods.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful and functional.
I'll take 100 and pass. Why not?
Dark at home? A torch will
This'll be the one.
Your fields lie fallow? Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
That's all.
Six, 6, 6, 5, 5, pass.
Brighten your everyday. Brooms for your house. Rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
He's rolling again. Let's see.
Kettles for water. Baskets for goods and torches for the night. I have it all.
Take 1.
God save Henry.
Brooms for your house. Rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need?
Roll again.
Strong
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
And functional. Kettles for water. Baskets for goods and torches
Pass.
for the night. I have it all. Come on up and take a look.
So he got all of them, and now he can roll all of them again.
Damask, scarlet to please
If he busts, he's gonna lose all of them.
Just come right up.
No point in pushing it.
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your fields lie fallow? Here's a hoe.
Roll.
Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Come right up. No need to be shy.
Roll.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Come on up and buy.
Pass.
fabric, thread, buttons, laces. Come, people, come. You'll feel
Nine for the chop.
Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Thread, long and strong to sew up anything you
Ah,
need.
come on. It's time I had a throw.
115. I'll take that. And pass. If he gets 3 once... Okay. Because he can beat me now. If he's lucky.
Everything for the house, garden and field.
That's it.
Axes, rakes, hoes. Get the best right here.
Okay,
Your
nice.
turn.
I have a chance now.
Red, buttons, laces. Come, people, come. Spades, forks, and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
Roll again.
Instruments and
I need 200 more points.
work and home.
And I got them. If I pass, I won. There we go.
Sacra! I can't
Amazing.
believe it.
Let's go talk to our friends.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kutenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
And so
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on
Henry
here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting shit. What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Now, immediately, I want to talk to Fritz.
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Awesome. Let's talk to our lady now.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Now, you don't want picture for father yet, because if you take it, it will get warm eventually, and he's gonna send you back to get another one.
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer. But when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today.
Here,
Now,
enjoy it.
what I like to do is train lockpicking. Now, I know lockpicking may be hard for some people, so what I recommend is drinking savior schnapps to save the game, and then get lockpicking. Okay, so how do you lockpick? First, you need to find the sweet spot for the lockpick, and then you need to turn the lock and keep the lockpick in that sweet spot. I'm mainly doing this for the lockpicking experience and not loot. Well, maybe some loot, like savior schnapps, but that's about it. Now, if you don't like the position of the sweet spot, like if it's on the outer side of the lock, like here, you can always reset it. The reason why I'm saying this is because you might find it easier to lockpick if the sweet spot is closer to the middle. Now let's go up. Bianca also buys
Greetings, Henry.
all the stolen stuff. So let's use that.
Certainly, I'll fetch it. Henry! God be with you.
I'm even gonna sell decoction, but not with the stolen stuff.
Seems you're trying to flog me stolen goods. So you better drop the price.
Let's agree on the price then.
Give me 52.
Since it's you.
Close.
50.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my hired hand. I've no time now.
Now, while this guy is sitting here, I'm gonna go loot his house, because when you help your friends, he's gonna go back to his house and patrol here, so then I won't be able to sneak in. But again, I'm mainly doing this for experience. And now let's help our buddies.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that!
Zum Teufel! I'll play you out work. But you left me no choice.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catchpole is on his way!
Damn! Let's go!
Run, you cowards!
Now, you don't really have to run away with your friends. You can still stay behind and talk to Catch Paul, which is really cool. Let me show
We
you.
better fucking run too. Zbyszek, what are you doing? We don't have to run. We're on the right.
Ah,
Henry,
yes.
I'm glad you came.
Sorry. It's just that's never happened to me before.
Zbyszek is so used to being a bandit. So there's the Catch Paul.
Damn it, lads. What do you think you're playing at? Are you trying to get yourselves in trouble?
The Deutsch was insulting King Wenceslas. He got what he deserved.
So that's why. Deutsch isn't a bad fellow, but he should drop this nonsense about Sigismund before someone torches his house.
So you don't mind that we...
Don't gape like a stuffed squirrel. Do you take me for a German, lover? I serve my lord, and my lord serves the king, and that's Wenceslas. But what to do with you now? The Deutsch will make trouble if I let you off.
So I won't go to jail?
Ha! Who'd pay for your grub? You know what? The Deutsch got what he deserved. I'll go and have a word with your father and we'll straighten it out somehow. Now clear off before I change my mind.
I also want to show you this. Before I go back to my other playthrough. Killing chickens in this game is not considered a crime. You can just punch the chicken to death. And that's it. No one will care. Then you can use them as food, source of food. Or some other stuff, which you'll see later. But people will react when you attack other animals, such as dogs, cows, sheep, pigs, horses. I also want to show you that you can get Kunesh's axe.
Won't be.
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Hey! Hey! My God, I see someone stealing. There's a thief here.
So yeah, there it is. You can't use it as a weapon, but yeah. The axe that Kunesh got from my father. On credit and never paid for.
You there. Stop.
This time I'm looking for something else. Who's there?
Hey, you. Don't move.
Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
Hey, you. Oh,
So yeah, back to my other playthrough.
Good day, Henry.
Meet the lads at Kunesh's.
Huh?
Brooms for your house, rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see. Instruments and tools. Everything for work and home.
Cabbage! Cabbage!
Fabric, thread,
Green cabbage!
buttons, laces.
Get it before
Come,
it goes
people,
brown.
You'd think he had blue blood. What is it this time?
He brought me a hare and said, make something special.
We're gonna hear that dialogue later that the ladies are having.
Look out!
Now, check this out. The game has a mechanic where if you go into the NPC and you keep going forward, the collision of the NPC disappears and allows you to go through the NPC. It's in case if you get stuck somewhere and you try to leave, but NPC is blocking you. However, check this out. If you get into the NPC and jump, they reappear and you can look from inside them. Isn't that cool?
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then. Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Bollocks!
Oh. Come and get it!
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
So he gave me a key. But I'm not gonna use a key. I'm gonna lockpick it for experience. And then I'm gonna go in this shop, go all the way to the back, open this chest, let's see, I need a little bit more for the level. On level 3, I'm gonna get a perk that will give me lasting lockpicks. You can go in Henry's house to lockpick an easy chest to get that. And then you can come back here to open this, which is a hard lock. But I'm just gonna use a savior snap and open it right now. And there it is. Then I'm gonna get that perk. Let's see. Your lockpicks will be more durable and last twice as long. I also got some charcoal, which means I won't have to buy it.
God's blessings.
So now,
Take care.
I think I'm gonna have enough money to buy 2 savior schnapps and sell everything. I'm gonna sell 10 charcoal because I need the remaining 10. Not gonna sell Kunesh's stuff. I'll keep that as a memento. I'll also keep the red outer jacket and the straw hat and the book. So this should be okay.
Trying to flog me stolen goods, eh? I see what you're up to. You won't get much from me for that. Let's agree on the price then.
Oh, she wants me to pay a little bit. Okay, that's fine.
What about this?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
You know what? I'll give you 7.5.
Aye, that would...
Okay.
Good be with you.
Awesome. So I had to pay 7.5, and that's okay. Now what I can do is go back to my house. Complain again.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. It won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Now let's go back to the house. Because I want to show you something. Oh, first, let me show you the book. Because this is a really cool mechanic. So, Henry can't read. He doesn't know how to read. So check out the text. The location of the letters is switched, but you can still make out what it says. And later, when you start learning to read, the text will become more and more normal, more readable. Now this chest here is, you could say, important, because this chest won't delete any of your loot that you loot here in Skalitz. So if there's anything you like and anything you want to save for later part of the game, you can put it right here. So let's say I want to save bandage. I want to save up Kunesh's hammer, nails, marigold, this red outer jacket, and most importantly, the straw hat. Okay? You can put it all here, and this chest will save it for later. All other chests will either despawn the loot, reset the loot, This one will keep them safe. Henry's beta die. A playing die that Henry secretly made to bring him luck in love, which is why he'd rather not use it to gamble with. This is a very bad die, because it has the biggest chance to fall on 2. And 2 is kinda useless. Now I can go get this part. And since I did everything there, now I'm gonna have more dialogues here with the guards.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Like this one with Kunesh, the Deutsch.
Ugh, things could be better. Kunesh owes us money and he doesn't want to pay.
That drunkard? It won't be easy wringing any coin out of him. What will you do?
Yeah, it's already done. Kunesh got a hiding he won't forget in a hurry, and at least I beat a few coins out of him.
Good for you. But watch out. He's as slippery as a snake. You won't miss a chance to pay you back.
Ugh,
I can also take this one.
I tried talking to him, but it was useless.
I'm not surprised. There's only one language Kunesh understands, and you speak it with your fists.
I've just been to the tavern. The Deutsch was saying all kinds of shit about how Sigismund should be king.
That bastard. One day he'll get his teeth knocked down his throat if he doesn't shut up.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Now let's go get that ale. And be done with this. That guy got his straw hat back. Did you see that?
What else do you need? Come on up and see.
Now, there are more chests to loot here. I can even loot the guards, get their stuff, maybe keep it for later to sell it later. I don't need to do any of that. So I'm just gonna take the ale.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
And move on.
I need ale for Father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Take care. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like Father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Nice.
Come right up and take some home. Mixed goods, handy implements.
Now I want to check some locks quickly. I can open this now. By the way, this is not necessary to open. And it's kinda risky. So... I'll just do it for experience. Too difficult. Too difficult. Okay. Let's move on.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Aren't you supposed to be getting nails for Teresa?
Henry, are you alright?
I already got them, so can just give them away.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How
odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the Tavern on the Green and the Forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry!
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig.
If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
Get through the gates!
ahead! Run!
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
And now just run. Once I was drunk here in this sequence and I couldn't sprint. That was really fun.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Now, I'm gonna press Alt and F2 to get this free camera. You can do this if you have NVIDIA GPU. It's called NVIDIA Ansel. This is made for taking screenshots in the game, but I want to use this to show you something. So this is not a mod. So now, the lady here is attacked by humans. So I can attack them with a weapon to pull their attention to save the lady, or I can just whistle to get their attention. When I whistle, I'm also gonna call this horse right here. This horse will come to you, and it serves as a tutorial to show you that you can call a horse that will come to you, and then you can use the horse to run away. Now, there's another horse there that has blue blanket under the saddle. And there's another horse here with a green blanket under the saddle. So, when you whistle, that horse will come to you. Now, don't get baited by this horse. Or do. Like, you can take any horse. But what I want to show you is that if you take this horse, then you can actually get the best saddle in the game for free. Right here at the start of the game. So let's do this, and I'll show you how. So whistle. This horse will come to you, but you wanna saddle this horse. And then even if you want, you can run this way with a horse up to like this bush and even attack humans if you want. So you can run back and forth and attack humans from the horseback and avoid their damage, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't think it's worth it enough, so I'm just gonna run away. Now, check the horse. You can click here on the sidekick and tack. So here, the horse has a plain saddlebag. And even in the inventory, it shows that you are on a wrong horse. However, don't worry about this. Just run away. And check this out. Now, when you check the horse, now it has the proper saddlebag and shows you the correct horse. So now you can unequip it, move it to your inventory. You can also take one bridle, equip this saddlebag, and now you have the best saddlebag in your inventory.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Is it necessary for you to get this saddlebag right now? No, of course not. You can always get it later. It's not a big deal.
Flee!
I just find it really cool that you can get it right here at the start. Now, left of my health down below is horse stamina.
Yeah.
The green bar. So you may have to manage that when you're trying to escape.
Flee!
Ates rövidläs!
Most igen!
Ma pokolban végzett!
Flee! To Talmberg!
Yeah. Megdög lesz!
Flee!
Megöllek! Egy büdös!
The horse is now complaining because his stamina is low.
Itt tekerem a nyakat, te nyoborodsz!
Kapsz egyet! Ez a most... Tetvet! Nyírd ki a francba! Ja! 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 Nem találod el! Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ! Valaki!
Help! Skalitz has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Enough! Enough! Hagyjuk! Húzzunk innen! They're turning tail! No better, eh? Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Who is that?
I don't know. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
I hear you, Pimples.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
must eat.
Let's see this debuff. Tiredness. You're exhausted, you cannot concentrate, and your speech is not so persuasive as usual. Also, your charisma has taken a hit. Eventually, you will start fainting. Speech and charisma reduced in proportion to your tiredness. Now, it doesn't really matter, but let's take off our shoes. And sleep.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now We're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Now, since everyone is on the battlements, I can use this to my advantage to learn more lockpicking, to get more lockpicking experience. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna lockpick around everything that I can. So when you loot stuff, you can sort items by price, how much they cost, weight, condition, defense. Pretty nice stuff. If you quickly want to loot something expensive and run away, okay, this guy should go fall asleep now. And he has a chest next to him. So one thing that's cool in this game is that NPCs, before they sleep, they go and leave all of their daily stuff in a chest. And that's what this guy did. He left all of his stuff, clothes, in this chest. And if you loot it, there it is, this yellow code hardy. If you loot their stuff, then for a few days they're gonna walk naked and do their daily tasks. can loot all of this if you want for money. Now this chest here has some really nice stuff. Like this jacket worth 1,000 groschen. There are also some books here, which I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do lots of reading. You can even knock this guy out. And loot him. He's gonna be fine. Now, there are two ways to equip the torch. One is just by clicking on it in the inventory, and there it is in the offhand. And another one is if you hold one to equip it and unequip it. So when you press one, you equip your weapon. When you hold one, you equip your offhand, which can be either torch or shield. This is Lady Stephanie's room. Now she has some nice stuff that I can sell. Hard lock here. I'm gonna save before opening this. I'm slightly overburdened, but that's okay. Do you have to steal these items? Of course not. There's plenty of loot to be had later. Plenty of loot, money. Now, there isn't anything down below, so I'm just gonna go this way. You can knock this guy out as well. And he has some really nice stuff. Let's take it all. There we go. I am so overburdened.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to...
There isn't anything down below, so I'm quickly gonna go this way. And by quickly, it's not gonna be quick, because I have so much stuff.
Tell them everything.
I didn't think of that.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for one, then right here behind solid walls is it.
Even though I am in private area, they won't care. They're scripted not to care now. So... can take all of this. Sure, I'll take this too. Now there's a chest here that's hard to unlock, but if you remember the guy that I choked with lots of armor, he had a key for this chest. I'm gonna unlock it with lockpick for experience. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop all of my stuff here. This is a safe chest. Then I can come back and get it later. There are some arrows here in the barrel. Let's take that. Let's take this as well. Why not at this point? I'm gonna leave this as well. And now, I want to talk to everyone, to hear their thoughts.
God be with you.
And also, talking to them gives you experience, so why not?
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robot. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Farewell.
God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
Sigismund, who else? That bastard conquered Skalitz and now he's come to take Talmberg. Good luck to you.
If he's really got such a big army, he might not even hold out against the first offensive.
Talmberg's a strong castle, though. It can handle a siege.
The best thing would be to join forces with Skalitz and wipe Sigismund's bastards off the face of the earth.
That's probably why they attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time to join forces.
Aye, you might be right. I'm sure Sigismund ain't no fool. A backstabbing swine, maybe, but no fool.
You're right there.
Good day to you.
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Skalitz folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good. May the Lord watch over you.
My respects to you.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me, I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate. May the Lord watch over you.
Jesus Christ be praised. Good luck.
God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
Fucking Sigismund.
You sure?
I overheard a scout Div is sent to see how things look in Skalitz. It's Sigismund's soldiers for sure. Fucking Sigismund. God be with you.
Good day to you. Take care.
Good day to you. What do you need?
May the Lord watch over you. Jesus Christ be praised.
May the Lord watch over you.
God be with you. God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
I don't know, but I think I saw horsemen. Probably Sigismund and his mercenaries come to raid us.
Farewell.
Now, there isn't anyone else this way. But I'm gonna go anyway, just to be sure. And this takes me back where I borrowed all the stuff.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
God be with you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid! And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege.
Skalitz Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing.
I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God ease your pain.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzig must be a good man, the way he looks after his people.
Not really. My father was forging a sword for him, and when he came to have a look at it, we exchanged a few words. That's it.
Then that's a fine lord. May the Lord watch over you.
Now, this is a tutorial for you to skip time, but I want to talk to everyone that I can. And that should be it. Okay, let's skip.
Quickly, we have Tavern.
Farewell.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go! Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go! Ugh.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings,
Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Good health, you.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed. But it was the Kutenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad. These are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kutenberg?
Why do you think?
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kutenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kutenberg silver is king.
So Kutenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kutenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kutenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies. May the Lord watch over you.
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Go to the cook. She'll sell you something to eat.
What if I want something else?
Best ask Votiver, the pond keeper. But I don't know if he made it inside the castle before they closed the gate. Try asking some of the villagers. They should know.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cock-up, Sir Robard would flay the skin off our backs.
You only say that because you never saw them attack.
Aye. Well, it's a shame your folks couldn't be saved.
Is Sir Robard really that tough?
Tough? Aye. But he's fair. He's a veteran of many a campaign, so he knows warcraft.
I believe it. Sir Divish certainly put Sigismund in his place.
You're right there. That's Sir Divish for you. May God grant him long life. God be with you.
God be with you. I left my shoes in the chest, and that's fine. Oh, look. This is the guy I knocked out. Now he's without gear.
God be with you.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Aye, Votiver, the pond keeper, is your man. He ought to be by the granary. At least that's the last place I saw him.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
Good luck to you.
Don't worry, we are safe.
Safe? Sigismund and his heathen cutthroats will come out of the woods any time now and slaughter us all.
They won't come back. Why would they? We'll stay here overnight to be on the safe side and go back to the fields tomorrow.
By tomorrow morning, all our heads will be on spikes.
What in God's name are you on about?
I hear that's what them foreign soldiers do, and worse.
They do nothing of the sort. Where did you hear that nonsense?
Vilma heard the guards on watch talking about it.
Nobody's going to attack us. Never mind foreign soldiers. Sigismund's moved on and we've got nothing to worry about. And we can always come and take shelter here at the castle. Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma said. So stop working yourself up. Everything's fine. And that's how it'll stand.
True enough. Ever since Sigismund conquered Talmberg, you can't
everything
even
will
trust
be all
common
right.
pilgrims
Got it?
anymore.
I
There's that many
suppose.
brigands roaming around, you never know if you'll come home from the fields alive.
And the nobles are doing nothing about it.
Aye, not a thing.
Heaven. Man.
Good day to you.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry. But I reckon Votava the pond keeper wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush.
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake, that army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs. Take care.
God be with you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votava is your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny, if he hadn't already sold her long since. Farewell.
He's going to attack us.
Because
Never
it gives
mind
him
foreign
gut trouble.
soldiers.
He can't stand the smell
Sigismund's
of garlic,
moved on,
hates
and we've got
mustard,
nothing
and
to worry
bacon's
about.
too common for him.
And we can always come and take shelter here at the castle.
That's a
Anyway,
nuisance.
you said yourself
Can
you
you
don't
think of
believe a
anything I
word
can do
Vilma
with
says. Good day to you.
It's all
Take care now.
seasoning.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
Okay, I think I've exhausted all the dialogues.
Judgment Day is coming.
And we have 2 popes. That's an evil omen.
Aye. We'll be stricken like Sodom and Gomorrah.
I pray you're wrong.
Horrible foreign soldiers. Them with the strange clothes and iron masks on their faces. Aye, I saw them. Made my blood run cold. I heard they eat their prisoners and make broth from corpses. God in heaven. Man-eaters. For Christ's sake. Where did you hear such a thing? I hear our scouts found a fresh pile of human bones at the edge of Skalitz woods. Mary, Mother of God, preserve us.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Good luck to you.
Now he has some schnapps and a treasure map, which I'm not gonna buy now. I'm gonna buy that later. He also wants to buy some stolen stuff from you. Not all, but some.
Good day to you.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life. God be with you.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
God be with you.
I need to get out of here.
You here again, boy? Didn't I tell you how much trouble I'd be in if I let you, of all people, out? Farewell.
So I've already looted the armor.
God be with you.
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's hetman. And Skalitz is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Someone to do business with. Well, Votova often gets things the merchants don't have. The last time I saw him, he was by the granary. Try him. He thinks about trade, day and night. Take care now.
God be with you. What can I do for you? Take care.
Oh, she doesn't have any clothes because I took all of it. Amazing.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
What do you think, my lady? Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
Not quite, Henry. Just look at you.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks.
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money, and unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear. Well, they'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
God bless.
Oh no. Sir? We cool, right? We cool. Now, I'm gonna take this. My boots. Let's see. Let's see. Let's take this. Even this. Okay, let's check this. She should approve now. Hello, sir. I totally don't wear your armor. No.
My lady?
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
Amazing. She approves.
Look out.
Okay, now what I'm gonna do is take everything. All of this. And I can barely walk.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone, may the Lord watch over you.
Okay, now check this out. I'm not gonna walk for too long, don't worry. Will this break my legs? Surely it won't. If you're not dressed up properly, the soldiers will recognize you and try to stop you from leaving. Now I need to get here. So at the innkeeper, you can rent a room, and the room will have chest with your belongings. All the chests that belong to you, for example the ones at innkeepers, you can put your items in one and pick it out from another chest. They're all linked and shared.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How are the Talmberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful here?
Things here are not too bad at all.
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
All right. For how long?
So one night is one night. Few nights is for the whole game.
How about if I pay you for several nights?
All right. Money up front though.
Several nights is for the whole game. As long as you play the game, you won't have to pay again.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price? Is this enough?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
I'll be with you.
And he didn't accept it.
Have you got a bed for them?
Certainly. For how long?
How about...
Sure.
What do you say?
You like it here? Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
May the Lord watch over you.
Where do I go to sleep?
In the loft. There's a door next to the chicken coop. Inside there's a ladder up to the loft. You'll find it all set up for sleeping.
I'll be with you.
Could try to open this, but this is too risky. Somebody may see me. Now here I already have some stuff like ancient maps and warhorse gambeson. This is all part of a DLC called Treasures from the Past. And now I'm gonna leave so many things here. I don't need this. Let's take this helmet. And I think that's gonna be it. That's all I want and need. Now I'm gonna save. And let's go. So, I can leave now and go to Skalitz, but I want to show something first. I can go back to the castle. Now the gate is closed, so I need to go this way. There we go. Then if I talk to this guy again...
Open up! I want out! I hope it's not another false alarm like before. Go on! Get the hell out before I forget our deal. How many more times do I have to open for you? For Christ's sake.
I love this. But also, there's a cutscene if you steal a horse. So I'm gonna do that. Now which one I'm gonna steal? Let's see. Robard's horse. Ooh, do I steal that one? Let's steal this one.
Yeah.
Then just fall this way.
Surrender! You've committed a violation. You're under arrest. You'll get what for.
And now I just have to escape.
Yeah.
Got you! Jesus, you gave me the runaround!
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere. Except back inside.
Nope.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. Looks like they've already gone. Jesus.
Let's take those apples. Bread, ration. I'm not gonna loot everyone. Just gonna eat some food. Nourishment 86 now. 90. Okay, that's fine.
What's that? Well, I never. Well, now. I'm crawling out from under some rock. Oh, oh, oh.
Mercy kill. Love it.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
You buy charcoal from them at the start for the father. Unless you steal it, like some. There's a guy here that always tries to run this way. So I'm gonna intercept him.
Stop! I beg you! I yield!
Pay up, and I'll let you go.
So be it.
But I lied. You're not going away.
Christ!
I need to go that way, but I want to show you something.
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. God in heaven!
Mercy kill. Gonna take the gloves and boots. Give me your axe. Now this way. There's this fish trap. And over here, under this, there's a big chest. This chest, you're led to it by treasure map 9. And you can loot it right now if you want to. I don't want to loot it because I want to get all the treasures from treasure maps in one video. So I'm saving it for later. There was another treasure from a treasure map in Talmberg. Here, near this house. I'll show that later. When I decide to get all the treasures.
Hey, who's there? Hey, what are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
Bailiff. He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand. You stood by his side and he did this to you. And in the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon me like me. Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them. I swear it. Just wait a moment. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this. I'll take this as a keepsake to remember you by, my dearest. Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Loot the mom. Loot the dad.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? And isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her. God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Do you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it anyway?
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that goes. And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take them to St. James's. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground. I see a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Damn! Oh! Yeah! Ha! Ha ha! Ah! 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 Yeah! Yeah! Ah! 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 All right, you bastard.
You got me.
That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Sometimes Henry says something to the dog. But I guess he doesn't want to do it this time. Now, since I have a spade, I can go this way. There's a treasure that I can dig right here. But this is part of a quest, so I want to do it when I actually get a quest. You can do it right now and deliver it later, but I want to get the quest before I do it. Now this chest should be safe. This one here should also be safe. It's even locked. That's how safe it is. And now you can get back everything that you looted in Skalitz. And even the stolen tag is gone. So this straw hat, the jacket, they're not considered stolen anymore. Just gonna take all of that.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it. So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought.
It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's gonna be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
You can swing all you want, but you can't defeat this guy.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
George! Disperse this rebel!
Now here you can attack enemies. Even civilians. To get some experience.
Do you need some help?
There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.